Your product photos could be the simple reason that your amazing stuff isn't selling. Fortunately, nobody's going to buy that beautiful, amazing bracelet that sat in a sea of shadows and a bed sheet backdrop. They're just not going to. Today, I'm spilling the top 6 photo fails that could be sabotaging your sales. And most importantly, how to fix them so that your next listing doesn't die in the scrolls. First up, I get it. We are all using our simple house as our studio, and being able to set up that at-home studio can be challenging. However, if your product is fighting for attention from your lamp, your dog, last night's dinner, it's going to be a no from people when they see that. Now, I'm not talking about keeping it that simple white of simply chopping out that backdrop, because it needs to still have some context. Having a cute textured background will make that product pop. Making sure you use things like a reflector or a simple white foam board or some white cards reflect into those shadows to make sure that you're lifting them and getting the lighting that you need. And as always, we need to balance that clear, sterile white look versus the too cluttered environment that takes away. Balancing that can be challenging, but I'm here to help. Number 2, if your product has a certain feature, so if it's got a very textured, it's got engraving, it's got a hidden pocket, it's got a cool clasp, then you need to show it big, macro size. Get your phone, shove it in macro mode. Happy days, you're going to need to show those textures, the stitching, zoom in. And if you can, make sure that you're giving it some scale. Make sure that you're putting it next to something that will give it some context. Now, if you're feeling overwhelmed and you don't know where to start, hold your horses. Quite literally drop in the comment below either a product link or to tag yourself for your shop, and I will be picking out a few to give a free photo audit of and give you my personal tips on how to help you guys. Because let's face it, sometimes it can be difficult to know exactly what's gone wrong when we're looking at it. We don't know what's wrong, it just doesn't feel right. That's where I can help you. Now, for those small business owners, number 3 has to be having an incohesive feel. So if it looks like 12 different people took 12 different shots in 12 different locations, you're not going to build trust with your customers, and it's going to look visually chaotic. Pick a vibe and stick to it. You want cozy, you want modern, that's fine. Have an idea of what your brand vibe is and stay with it. Make sure that you consider using that lifestyle product photography style of making sure that you use it in context, so it being used. And hands down, batch. It enables you to make sure that you get a cohesive look and vibe, but it also saves you time in the process. Number 4, and I'm going to say this one a little louder for those in the back. Blurry photos are not artistic. They're just blurry. Please put down the 1.4 camera lens. You don't want it to the f1.4 or 1.8. Yes, it's dreamy and artistic for a portrait. Absolutely fantastic. Knock your socks off. But for product photography, you need to be upping that shot. Minimum f4. If it's below f4, you've gone wrong. Clean your lens. The amount of people who say, I want to do this with my phone, absolutely no problem. Phones have come a really long way over the last few years, and we will be discussing that in the next video, and they're absolutely fantastic. But guess what? We put our phones in our handbag, in our pocket, dumped into the car. I'm guaranteeing to you, your camera lens on your phone is dirty. Clean it. You'll be amazed at how much crisper your shots are. Number 5, we all know that those dark, grainy photos are going to look more like it's been taken in a cave or during a solar eclipse, and therefore lighting is everything. Learning how to handle the natural light that you have in your environment and where your best time to shoot is imperative. Morning light is softer and cooler, afternoons are warmer and harsher. These are things that you need to understand so that you know when to take a shot based on the different times and angles that you want to get that different vibe. And more importantly, consistency across your store. Number 6. I know you think you're done. You've nailed the lighting, you've nailed your composition, you've got your backdrop sorted, everything's done. You've taken your photos, you're done. Cool? Now, come back. We're not done. Okay? Your product doesn't shine until you finish the process. Unedited photos will look dull, flat, and awful, especially if you're taking them raw, because the computer didn't do anything with them. That's your job, okay? You must edit gently. Basic edits. Lift shadows, maybe improve your exposure, sort your white balance out so that it is not too cool or too light. You remember, you are looking for clean, crisp, and color accurate. This is not the time for your happy presets, for your lifestyle shots that will give you, there's no need for an orange or teal tint of the extra glow. We don't want to look like you're on holiday. It's for your store and it needs to be accurate. Obviously, you can use the simple things of Snapseed, Lightroom, don't use Canva. Please don't use Canva. Just not yet. They're getting there, but they're not there yet. Do not slap a filter on any of this. You must learn how to edit. Well, if you made it this far, congratulations. And you've officially on your way to scroll stopping and moving to add to cart to worthy product photos. Obviously, if this helped you in any way, shape, or form, please hit that like button. It really does help me out. And obviously, if you didn't like it, then hit dislike and tell me in the comments below what you didn't like about it, and I'll try and help you guys out. If you're sitting there thinking, great, that's brilliant, thanks, wonderful, but now I need to go and spend a whole bajillion dollars worth of stuff on gear, think again. Next video, I will be challenging everything you believe about the difference between DSLR and smartphone, and I will be putting side-by-side shots taken with both a phone and a pro camera to see if you can tell the difference. Click here to watch it next and see if you can tell the difference. Remember, your product deserves to shine, so let's make your photos do so. And until next time, happy clicking.